is Uncle Scott.
No, seriously, think about that.
And his lady.
Astronomical odds of being killed by I mean, it's literally astronomical. They don't know. What do you think of the meteor that went to fall? That's great. Right? They're actually next week. Maybe.
Hey, Uncle Scott.
That was hard to find. You have a 1 in 1. Oh, wait.
And she got brothers that are real smart. And my sister Ann, that Phil was married to, is real smart. And she was delivering pizzas in England.
And that's his mother, right?
Yeah. But she's real smart too.
See.
And she went to college once.
Where are you headed?
North of Washington, D.C., Maryland. Another 700 miles. Man, it's cold up there. Hey, what's their boy's name again? I forgot it.
Arthur.
Yeah, Arthur. I can't remember. I can't remember shit.
I didn't bring my camera. I fell left out.
Phil will be coming.
Who's that?
Our sister, Faith.
This is my friend.
And that's her name, Daddy. That's my daddy.
Hello. It's regular congregation.
I made some for the picnic party, birthday party thing I was at for about 3 hours.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, Charity.
Welcome to a family reunion.
Yeah.
And my friend.
Dude, you are older than dirt.
My God, you grow the beard all the way out.
Yeah, you like that beard, man?
That's great. Let me get a picture of that.
I haven't seen you since I was 8 years old.
You're the criminal. I didn't recognize you.
Aren't you the drummer from ZZ Top?
Hey, did you ever walk in a
working
parking
on
lot?
it.
You walk in a parking lot, they try to give you money, think you're a panhandler? I was asking directions at the St. Pete post office the other day. A guy comes up there and said, "Are you all right?" I said, "Yeah, just trying to find where the unemployment office is." He tried to give me money. I'm like,
I'll take that,
I
too.
just got laid up. I'm not a panhandler.
You're just not wearing a
You
shirt.
just look like one.
Yeah, that's the way I dress. I try to get real red.
Yeah.
Isn't it great?
Get real red.
This is Arthur.
Like a lobster.
Arthur. Hey, cheese.
How old is Arthur?
He's 4 and a half.
Oh, I have a grandson that's 5.
Oh, you look like a criminal.
Do you want to take the camera?
Where's your motorcycle?
It's on video.
I'm no good with it.
Oh, it's on video.
I'm no good at it.
Oh, you're
Matthew!
Alright.
Wife.
Yeah, that's my wife Lisa.
Going on 5 years now.
And we've lived at 5 different places for years.
Talking about Jerry, Faith, I mean, I know names,
Do you want to
but I
hang out over here?
put the faces to the names. You were 8?
I got you on video.
I almost gave it away. Got a really nice
They,
Honda Acura.
They go to a really
Had
huge
2.5
I've got my
Calvary Catholic Church that took over an old
GMC pickup truck.
Walmart.
I came out of prison. I rode bicycles.
Massive.
Whoa.
For 2 years in the snow. I saved my money and I bought vehicles.
We
But
liked
this
it
one's the
down
base.
there.
That one I
Yeah.
paid off.
But, you know, we moved down there.
Look at this run. You won't believe it.
Right.
So it was hard on me because my son and grandchildren live in Lafayette.
I got you.
So I would go home every
I tried to paint this here and there.
Right. I get along with his daughter. Oh, well, that's good.
You need to learn how to ride a bike. That's what you need to do.
Well, that's like me with all these youngins.
Right.
They're like me.
Sure. Well, we've been here, what, 9 years?
A long
So
time.
you're the oldest girl? See, I'm the oldest girl. 12. I have 7 brothers and 4 sisters.
Wow.
So I know it.
Was this a Catholic family?
No, everyone used to ask us that. We weren't. And we lived, in the place we lived, my dad was a farmer. The place where we lived, there were a lot of Catholics.
Wow.
I think the step side, but we'd rather have the step than this.
Now, I have brothers and
Stop the
sisters
salt
that
shit from splashing.
were born when I was like 15 and 16.
See, we're all, I was 10 years old when the youngest was born.
Yeah.
So there were 7 of us.
Yep.
That truck's loaded down. I'm
The
a
last Pope did.
You're on video, man.
Oh, thank you.
The King James Version of the Bible
like this.
is the official Bible for use in the Catholic Church.
Annie's gonna see this.
That's what
They used to have a Catholic
I do that at work. I act all crazy.
Yeah, natural.
Annie and Brienne and Hope and everyone's gonna see these.
Yeah, the Catholic Bible that your mom.
And I read it. It has 7 other books that the normal Bible doesn't have.
Watch out.
Well, there's the First and Second Maccabees. There's Judith. There's Tobit. There's the book of Sirach. There's the book of Wisdom.
We know about the Apocrypha.
The Apocrypha is the Maccabees, First and Second. That's because the normal Bible that doesn't have anything between the Testaments. In other words, the last book in chronological order in the Old Testament is the book of Nehemiah. That's approximately 480 BC. That's after the return from the Babylonian
I don't get them started.
exile, and then they built the wall. But that's from 480 BC. That's the last mention of anything all the way up to the birth of Jesus. That's 480 years, almost 500 years.
Wow.
With no mention of anything. But the First and Second Maccabees are approximately what 300 all the way up to like 180 BC. Judas Maccabeus was the first one. Then his descendants were rebels against the Roman Empire. But anyway, after the Israelites ruled themselves with the the Babylonian, then they were under Babylonian or Nero, whatever rule.
Right.
And they had a Roman rule, then they went back to the Greek rule, then back to the Roman rule, and then
Something I never really understood why people, especially like, I was raised
These are my
Catholic,
grandkids.
and my entire family was gung-ho on the King James Version of the Bible.
I just
That's
believe what I can
Alex.
understand.
He's 5.
That's what I like.
That's Anthony. He's 7, and that's my granddaughter, Grace.
Aww.
That's them when they were littler. Now, if I have any pictures, that's them at Christmas time. I don't think I have any pictures of Scott's granddaughters in here.
This is just a normal.
Together like 5 years
Each and every page, and I'm reading it again for the 8th time. There's nowhere in it I don't mark it right in because you're supposed to. That's what you do.
Right. But I read the King James
I read 4
Version.
chapters every morning. I just finished chapter 13 of Kings. I read chapters 10, 11, 12, 13 this morning. I try to read 4 chapters a day.
I read the entire King James Version, and then I tried to read it again, and I couldn't.
He's 5.
But the index tabs, I became a professional putting them on in prison. Goodness, turn it over.
Elizabeth. She'll be
I'm not
here.
take Arthur.
I read.
I think this is more, probably the most
Great.
recent
I'm
page.
going to set foul words.
I read the King James Version of the Bible.
Did you read it start to finish all the way through?
Finish all the way through.
Wow.
I tried to read it a second time and I couldn't. Because I kept getting. I started in Genesis and I got to Leviticus, and I'd start to get a little nauseous.
You have to read it anyway, because after you read it 7 or 8 times, it starts to make sense to you. In other words, you know how hard it was to live back then, and how easy we have it now. Back then, a grasshopper would land on you, and you sinned. And even if you didn't know it, land on your back. You had to go outside the encampment, wash all your clothes, and you were unclean till evening. Then you had to come back and offer something for a...
What college did I have?
So yeah, that's a requirement.
Water.
When you're at home watching it.
I don't water box.
He's not mine, but
I bought those because I thought they were neat.
want to go back.
Something I learned about the
And it's good to give Matthew whenever we're going out.
And reading the book of Revelation while you're tripping,
say much.
it's a whole new experience.
He's just not right now.
Some theologians.
I remember you read downstairs and kicked me in the eye. I
started
was smoking weed downstairs.
Digital
That's great.
And I told my son,
Wave to the camera. You're being recorded.
A lot of people are turning. Well, I had a cleaning service in Indiana for 10 years before Scott and I started.
He's the one taking welding.
And sometimes fans come
How much longer does he have?
the way to go.
If that job starts in a month, I could get him a job
well, you don't always have to
where he's making real money. He'd make like $22 an hour, maybe more, and get per diem. He'd have to lie about it where he lives.
My mom jacked my car.
I lived right there.
Paid $300 for it. It was a 1995 Mercury Sable with the front bumper missing.
She turned around and sold it?
No, she just kind of
Took it over?
took it.
Cool, you look like a criminal. That's great.
Mine, Bethany gave to me.
In here?
Yeah.
Well, let's come in and see. I'll put $5.
I've had it for 3 years. Matthew, Arthur. Everything about Arthur is hilarious to Matthew. He doesn't care what I'm doing.
I swear, Arthur kind of looks like a young Macaulay Culkin, doesn't he?
Alexander.
Yeah. He looks, yeah.
That's my oldest grandson, Anthony, and my granddaughter, Grace. That's out of her church vacation.
Oh, cool.
Up north, they gotta have that.
Yeah, too.
hair heated up inside.
Unless you like to walk out, get dressed to walk outside through the snow.
To get in a cold car.
Yeah, and then go back inside and track snow in the house.
Yeah.